It's Two Sheds Gabby. I am back with another box of pennies, hoping to add to my copper hoard today, and hopefully some wheat pennies as well. Man, I just got back a little while ago from the bank, and I picked up 3 boxes of halves, 2 boxes of pennies, and a box of nickels to hold me over for a few days. And the teller said that the Briggs delivery guy came in and said we'd ordered 10 boxes from, I don't know who they get theirs from. I thought they rolled them all themselves. But anyway, and 6 of them are brand new. And she goes, well, I don't want those. Yeah. Anyway, she said, you don't have to deal with the new ones because we're taking care of that. I'm like, awesome, thank you. And I said, I'm aware that it's just the luck of the draw. I'm not expecting them to tear open every box or anything. But she indicated that I was not going to have to deal with new ones today. And I get them home, and both boxes I got from there are brand new 2023D. It's like, I don't know what went wrong, but that was frustrating. And the other box that I got from the other bank down the road wasn't 2023s or nothing, but I didn't get anything. I did get a light $50. I'm going to try to look into it later to see why it's light. I don't know if it's a fake one or what it is, but I'll look into that later. Today, right now, we're going to go through this box of pennies and hope we found some fun stuff. All righty, let's get to it. Ain't it nice when the first roll gives you a wheat penny? Gives you hope for the rest of the box, I tell you. 1952, Philadelphia. All right, well, that was fun. Wheatie number 1. Way to go. So I'm going to pull up another song for Nuthatch today. I've got about halfway through the songs that my son got for me. Look at that. And then we'll move on to other things. But a couple of the songs wasn't as quite as enjoyable to me as like the first one was, but I still like it. I hope that this one is a good one. Well, here's a Canadian. I'm in the 8th roll now, and this is the first thing I found since that wheat penny in the first roll. Oh, I take that back. I found a barely acceptable 2009. It was not great, but it was okay, so I kept it. Got me a Canadian now. That's cool. 1962. Hopefully we'll have a little patch where things just get real good for a little while. Because even the copper has not been very good. I think out of the first 7 rolls, you're supposed to have 9 to be slightly, 8.5 is how much it takes to get your 3 pounds. I had 2 rolls with 9, and all the rest were less. So hopefully it'll pick up too. I should have weighed that 83. Tossed it away before I realized what I was doing. Okay. Well, I was just informed it's time to eat. I've been fasting. It's been 45 hours since I've eaten anything, and I'm ready to eat something. Roll 17. And here's Canadian copper penny number 2, 1971. We're still at 1 wheat penny. I talk about you needing an average of 9. It's actually a little less than 9 per roll to get the 3 pounds. I've hit the 9 like 3 times, or maybe 4. None more than that. And all the rest of them have been less. So, it could change. It still could change. There's still more than half of the box left. And Maybe it'll get better, but I've had a real run of good luck. I've had £3 nearly every box for quite a few boxes, and I've gotten 10 to 15 wheats, it seems like, several times. So it's not like the end of the world if I get a box that ain't quite as good. Kind of hate that it came on the day that I got 3 boxes of halves that produced nothing. Now here's a 2009 I'm not going to keep, but I just wanted to show you the funny hole on his nose. Okay, roll 22 had 10. Okay, folks, this is how bad it is. This is roll 24, and I get a Canadian penny that's not even copper, but I thought I'd show you anyway. Isn't that sad? It's just, it happens. There's an 82. It's so far, it's been the worst box I've had in quite some time. It's just one of those things. Can't complain too awful much because I've had some really good ones. Yeah, at this rate, I'll have at this same rate, I'll have like 2 wheat pennies at the end. Well, here we go. This is the first row in the second half. And we got a 1942. It's in pretty good shape. That's a nice looking coin. Is that a D? No, I think it's a Philadelphia. I think that's just a spot there. Well, we got 2 Wheaties now. Let's look at it and make sure it's a Wheatie. There we go. That's a good looking coin. All right. Wheat penny number 2. We're on a roll. We're on a roll, if you can call it that. That one time that I got the 10 is still only the best roll I've had as far as copper. Take a look at this 1961. You think this one's a keeper? Pretty nice. Not hardly any scratches on it. A little bit of wear on the beard. Anything that's been around much is going to have that. Pretty nice, though. Roll 36 had 16 copper pennies in it. Definitely the best I've had so far. I'm just not finding very much, so it doesn't give me much of a chance to talk. I did want to tell you the copper's up a little bit. 2.82 cents each. They were 2.7 something cents. And silver is just under 31. It hit over 31 today, but dropped back before the close of the day. And to make up for that last good roll, the next roll had 3. Since we're going on this gold prospecting camping trip in a few weeks, I wrote to somebody on Facebook Marketplace about a camping stove like this one right here. In fact, it was this one right here. And she contacted me and said it was available. So me and my wife took off and met her a little ways down the road, well, a few miles down the road, and bought it. And while we were out, we were just down the road from this new coffee place, and they have sent out coupons trying to get people there. So we stopped and got us a couple of these, and they were fantastic. And then we got home and sat in front of this for a little while, and now I'm back to the pennies. Okay, first row after getting back. This is the 36th row, and here we have copper Canadian penny number 3. So far in this row, besides this coin, I have 1 copper. It's just looking like it's not going to be one of my better boxes. There was a 83 in this row. It's like, wow, that one really looks copper, but it wasn't, unfortunately. Oh my. 1 copper in this row. I just popped open this row to tell you that there are 5 rows left in this box. That's all there is. And I have 2 wheat pennies and 3 Canadian copper pennies. And I'm quite positive less than 3 pounds of copper. Just one of those boxes, you know. But I was telling you, I stopped at that, I can't even think the name of the place. Seven Brew, I think it's called. It's a new, they're popping up all over town. And so we had these buy one, get one free coupons. And to me, it's still splurging. It hurts me to pay these kind of prices. And so I don't do it. But it's like, okay, it was a big drink. I will say I was impressed. Their large is large. So that was cool. But to get 2 large chiller drinks, which means they're iced and blended, and they were, what we had was really good. But even with that, they were still over $3 a drink, and to me, that's just really high. Oh goodness! Several years ago, my brother had a coffee shop that he owned. Actually, I think both of my brothers were part owner in it. It was my older brother's dream baby, and my younger brother helped him financially with a little bit, I guess. But so my mom was there. She helped in the kitchen sometimes, and some older gentleman walked in the door. That's what she called him. I don't know. I'm 64, but I don't know what he was at the time. And he just looked around, and she's like, "Can I help you with anything?" And he said, "I am just seeing what an establishment looks like that charges $5 for a cup of coffee." What is that? With 4 rows to go, we get a third wheat penny. Well, I welcome it. 1955. Well, that's okay. Better than 2. Thank you. Of course, you know, we all know that it wasn't $5 for a cup of coffee. It was $5 for a coffee specialty drink. Still, that's the point is, I guess. I really, really struggle paying these prices. I think coffee shops are kind of cool. When we lived in North Carolina, we found this little college town just across the state line in South Carolina. Can't even think of the name of the little town right now, but it was a hopping little coffee shop, and I had my kids and a few of the foster kids was about that age, and we would go down there and we splurged a little bit, and we would take a table, and there's a 74S, and we'd play cards, and it was just be around the scene. It was kind of fun. We did that a handful of times. 68. Well, this is the last roll. We'll just see if anything comes up into the last roll. Maybe a Wheatie or a Canadian or something. What can you say? You get these boxes every now and then. I'm a little afraid to go open up my nickel box. Hope it's not as bad as this one. But I'm still going to get 2 pounds of copper out of it that I'll just add to my 2024 goal hoard. It's not the end of the world. Oh, the little town in South Carolina that we went to was Boiling Springs in the little college area. 82, where the coffee shop was. I don't remember the name of the coffee shop, but the college was Gardner Webb. And all the people there, look at that. All the people there seemed really nice to us. It was a fun visit. We got number 4. How about that? $51D. 4 wheat pennies. So I'm glad we got one at the last row. I got quite a few 82s to weigh, and then we'll see how much copper we got today. It started in the day and ended in the night. Look at that, another wheat penny. 83. I've weighed a bunch of them tonight. And they're all 2.5. There's another one. 2.5. Look at that. 5 wheat pennies. What a stroke of luck. Oh, 1937D. That's cool. I hope I need that one in my book. Well, I'm sure I will the new book that I've got. But I don't know if the first book, I need that one or not. Well, that was fun. A few more here. Copper, copper, copper. No, 94. Well, I did get 10 in that one. That's nice. Well, I've weighed the 82s and separated the copper from the zinc. And here's what we got. I'm just almost positive it's not 3 pounds. No, pretty far off. 10 pounds, 9 ounces. Well, you know, it happens. Just what we end up with, 4 wheat pennies? Maybe 5. 5 wheat pennies, 3 Canadian coppers. A little bit on the light side on this box, but that's okay. I do have another box. I'll try to get open in a day or two after I go through that box of nickels. Thank you for watching very much, and comment if you have any thoughts, and we'll see you in the next video.